Mobile phone footage shows a bedraggled detainee. He's shoved and shouted at in the shell of a building. The aggressor, in what appears to be an Iraqi army uniform, shouts at him to identify another as a member of ISIL. The man is dragged outside, onto the banks of the Tigris River. From a high ledge, the body of another man can be seen, motionless. In images too disturbing to show, the detainee is thrown down onto the riverbank and shot. This is one of several videos to emerge on social media, allegedly showing war crimes against captive ISIL suspects. I showed the footage to the man in charge of all military operations in Mosul. He acknowledges that some abuses have happened in the light of the brutality his own troops have suffered, but he insists the security services hold themselves to a higher standard.
Maybe someone here deal very bad with. This not angels. This happened here and everywhere. But trust me, the commander-in-chief not let them, if they soldiers, without punishment.
In recent days, several hundred suspected ISIL fighters have surrendered. Battered and broken, they don't look like the fighting force that put up such fierce resistance, and they're now at the mercy of Iraq's security forces. Up to this point, the few fighters captured alive have been processed through the judicial system and are entitled to a basic trial, although those found guilty face a swift death sentence. 20 kilometers outside Mosul, a camp for those displaced by the fighting, some of whom are the families of ISIL fighters. Women and children, but very few men. But the camp authorities say all are entitled to their basic rights.
We communicate with them as human beings. We don't differentiate between ISIL families and non-ISIL families.
That is a fine sentiment, but the dark shadow of ISIL is still very much in evidence. This is one of the camps where the Iraqi authorities have been bringing families with affiliation to ISIL members, family members who they suspect have been fighters in the old city. But they're about to close it down. That's why all these buses are here, because they've heard through intelligence sources there are several suicide bombers here. They don't know exactly where, but everyone needs to be searched and moved out. And so, even after the fighting in the city has stopped, fear and insecurity continues for those on both sides of the divide. Tony Chang, CGTN, Mosul.